National Education Policy 2020. Introduction. Education is fundamental for achieving full human potential, developing an equitable and just society, and promoting national development. Providing universal access to quality education is the key to India's continued ascent and leadership on the global stage in terms of economic growth, social justice and equality, scientific advancement, national integration, and cultural preservation. The vision of this policy. This national education policy envisions an education system rooted in Indian ethos that contributes directly to transforming India sustainably into an equitable and vibrant knowledge society, by providing high-quality education to all, and thereby making India a global knowledge superpower. New policy aims for universalization of education from preschool to secondary level with 100% GER in school education by 2030. NEP 2020 will bring 2 crore out-of-school children back into the mainstream. This policy envisages that the extant 10+2 structure in school education will be modified with a new pedagogical and curricular restructuring of 5+3+3+4 covering ages 3-18. It's with 12 years of schooling and 3 years of Anganwadi preschooling. Emphasis on foundational literacy and numeracy. No rigid separation between academic streams, extracurricular, vocational streams in schools and vocational education to start from class 6 with internships. Teaching up to at least grade 5 to be in mother tongue/regional language. Assessment reforms with 360-degree holistic progress card, tracking student progress for achieving learning outcomes. GER in higher education to be raised to 50% by 2035, 3.5 crore seats to be added in higher education. Higher education curriculum to have flexibility of subjects. Multiple entry exit to be allowed with appropriate certification. Academic bank of credits to be established to facilitate transfer of credits. National Research Foundation to be established to foster a strong research culture. Light but tight regulation of higher education, single regulator with 4 separate verticals for different functions. Affiliation system to be phased out in 15 years with graded autonomy to colleges. NEP 2020 advocates increased use of technology with equity, National Educational Technology Forum to be created. NEP 2020 emphasizes setting up of Gender Inclusion Fund, special education zones for disadvantaged regions and groups. New policy promotes multilingualism in both schools and HES, National Institute for Pali, Persian and Prakrit, Indian Institute of Translation and Interpretation to be set up. Important highlights in school education. Ensuring universal access at all levels of school education. Early childhood care and education with new curricular and pedagogical structure. NCERT will develop a national curricular and pedagogical framework for early childhood care and education, NCFEX, for children up to the age of 8. The planning and implementation of ECCE will be carried out jointly by the Ministries of HRD, Women and Child Development, WCD, Health and Family Welfare, HFW, and Tribal Affairs. Attaining foundational literacy and numeracy. By 2025 a national book promotion policy is to be formulated. Reforms in school curricula and pedagogy. Vocational education will start in schools from the 6th grade, and will include internships. Multilingualism and the power of language. NEP 2020 envisages a shift from summative assessment to regular and formative assessment. A new National Assessment Center, PARAC, Performance Assessment, Review, and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development, will be set up as a standard-setting body. Equitable and inclusive education, Gender Inclusion Fund and also special education zones for disadvantaged regions and groups. Every state district will be encouraged to establish Bal Bhavans as a special daytime boarding school, to participate in art-related, career-related, and play-related activities. Free school infrastructure can be used as samajik chetna kendras. Robust teacher recruitment and career path. Teachers will be recruited through robust, transparent processes. A common national professional standards for teachers, NPST, will be developed by the National Council for Teacher Education by 2022. School governance. Schools can be organized into complexes or clusters, which will be the basic unit of governance and ensure availability of all resources, including infrastructure, academic libraries and a strong professional teacher community. Standard setting and accreditation for school education. States, union territories will set up independent state school standards authority, SSSA. There, CERT, will develop a school quality assessment and accreditation framework, SCAF. Important highlights in higher education. Increase, GER, to 50% by 2035. Holistic multidisciplinary education. Undergraduate education with flexible curricula, creative combinations of subjects, integration of vocational education and multiple entry and exit points with appropriate certification. An academic bank of credit is to be established for digitally storing academic credits earned. Multidisciplinary education and research universities, MUSE. The National Research Foundation will be created as an apex body for fostering a strong research culture and building research capacity across higher education. Regulation. Higher Education Commission of India, HECI, will be set up as a single overarching umbrella body for entire higher education. Rationalized institutional architecture. Higher education institutions will be transformed into large, well-resourced, vibrant multidisciplinary institutions. Motivated, energized, and capable faculty. Teacher education. A new and comprehensive national curriculum framework for teacher education, NCFT, 2021, will be formulated by the NCTE, in consultation with CERT. By 2030. The minimum degree qualification for teaching will be a 4-year integrated BEd degree. Stringent action will be taken against substandard standalone teacher education institutions, TEI. Mentoring mission. A national mission for mentoring will be established, with a large pool of outstanding senior, retired faculty. Financial support for students. Efforts will be made to incentivize the merit of students belonging to SC, Street, OBC, and other sects. Open and distance learning. This will be expanded to play a significant role in increasing online education and digital education. A dedicated unit for the purpose of orchestrating the building of digital infrastructure, digital content and capacity building will be created in their MHRD. Technology in Education. An autonomous body, the National Educational Technology Forum, NETF, will be created to provide a platform for the free exchange of ideas on the use of technology to enhance learning, assessment, planning, administration. Promotion of Indian languages. To ensure the preservation, growth, and vibrancy of all Indian languages, NEP recommends setting an Indian Institute of Translation and Interpretation, IITI, National Institute, or institutes, for Pali, Persian, and Prakrit, strengthening of Sanskrit and all language departments in HIS. Internationalization of education will be facilitated through both institutional collaborations, and student and faculty mobility, and allowing entry of top world-ranked universities to open campuses in our country. Professional education. All professional education will be an integral part of the higher education system. Standalone technical universities, health science universities, legal and agricultural universities etc. will aim to become multidisciplinary institutions. Adult education policy aims to achieve 100% youth and adult literacy. Financing education. The center and the states will work together to increase the public investment in education sector to reach 6% of GDP, at the earliest. For more videos, please subscribe.